Peace, family. Listen, do not miss out on life chasing money, right? I've lived 33 years of life and I spent a lot of time chasing money. And that has caused me to miss out on a lot of life, right? And that's what we're going to talk about today, because I think a lot of people may be going through this because we're just at a time, in society where you got to get it. You got to get after it every single day. You got to do what you need to do to make sure you can provide for yourself, your family, your loved ones. And that causes us to get into that chasing money mindset, right? But you just got to be aware enough to have a certain balance and a certain frequency when it comes to it, or else, like I said, you can miss out on a lot of life. Now, money and finances is important. It's very, very important. It impacts our health, right? Because it impacts like the type of food that we can buy and consume. If you have more money, you can buy better groceries. You can shop at healthier places that may cost more money. It affects our education. If you have more money, you can put your children in a better school system, maybe private school, which then they could, build certain valuable relationships and different things like that as well. Okay. So many different things that, finances affect: health, relationships, safety, environment, right? Because it can impact where you live and the neighborhoods that you frequent. Okay. So yes, money is important. Finances is important. All right. But we don't want to just get caught up in just chasing money, because you'll miss out on the meaning of life just chasing money. Okay? And, life has so much more meaning when you don't only focus on money, especially like your relationships. A lot of times we don't value our relationships and put as much time into the relationships with the people that we love because we're just chasing money. And that could be your spouse, that could be your children, that could be friends, that could be your parents, that could be so many, different people and relationships. And also self-love. Self-love is important. Like just being able to do the things that you love to do and be able to be by yourself and still enjoy life and enjoy being alone and by yourself. That's super, super important and super, super valuable, because the most important conversations, the most important relationship that we have in our lives is the one with ourselves. Okay. So it's important to find value in that relationship with self as well. Now, yes, you do want to put time, energy, and focus into putting yourself in a great financial position, right? Nobody wants to go through poverty. Nobody wants to suffer through life and have to, deal with what comes with that part of it, right? With poverty. Okay, so you do want to put time, energy, and effort into doing the best you can to put yourself in the best possible financial position, right? But you also want to make sure that you prioritize just life, right? And being grateful and being thankful and really spending time with the people that you love and having those conversations, with the people that you love. And I'm saying this from somebody that's 33 years old. And I would say probably the last, probably like 12 years, 10 to 12 years has been like really just focused on like money. Like, how can I make money, right? And again, this cost me a lot of life, has cost me a lot of moments, it's cost me, relationships, it's cost me many, many different things, right? And I'm not saying this is just like it's a bad thing, right? Because it's never good to have a bad perspective and think something that happened in your life was negative. No, it was actually a great thing, because now I've recognized it. So now I can start to prioritize living life and, doing things that you enjoy. Because what a lot of people don't understand is that it benefits your work when you're able to actually decompress for a moment and do something that you enjoy and put yourself just on a higher frequency of fun, joy, excitement, gratitude, thankfulness, right? When you're able to put yourself on these frequencies, you actually put yourself in a better position to attract what you want into your life. Because sometimes what you chase, it runs away. And that's another thing too, right? A lot of times when you chase money, money runs away from you. You're not even supposed to chase money. Money is something that you attract. Money is not something that you chase. Okay? So you create an environment, you create an energy, you create an aura where money thrives, right? Money wants to be with you because of your skill set, because of the value that you add to the marketplace, these different things. But when we get, again, in the concept of chasing it, and it has a certain tension, associated with it, then it can start to negatively impact our frequency, our vibration, and our ability to attract. Okay? So it's very important that we enjoy life, right? Smile more, right? Choose to do something sometimes that you'll enjoy versus feeling like you have to do something. Obviously, always be disciplined, always be congruent, always be in alignment, right? But sometimes overworking without enjoying life can cause you to be out of alignment. Sometimes what puts you in alignment, when you overdo it, can make you out of alignment. And that's work. Right? And chasing money. So always remember to spend that time just reflecting, on yourself, on your life, and do things that you love. Go outside, get outside, take a walk, listen to your favorite music, go somewhere new, right? Just do things and enjoy life. Because not only is it gonna help you be more in alignment, because it's gonna raise your frequency, your energy, and your vibration, but it's gonna also help you to achieve your goals a lot faster. Because you're not adding resistance to the process with all of the stress, the anxiety, or whatever emotions that you may feel when you are chasing money. Okay? So, everybody, one of nature's laws is the law of balance, right? And again, balance means something different to everyone, okay? But my message here today is you still gotta have a part of life that you enjoy, okay? And make sure you prioritize the things that mean most. When it is all said and done, what are people gonna say about you at your funeral? what matters most. All right? Much love, everybody. Live life, enjoy it, smile, give gratitude, give thanks, give a compliment, right? Just live life and get money too. Peace, love, and abundance, y'all.